say CarForce is really simple. I'll start by saying we are not building an everything for everyone company right now. I'm building something very specific for someone. So that's what I've spent my summer doing, is figuring out who's that someone and what is the something.
Yep.
And it sounds super, super reductionist maybe, but it gives me...
In a good way.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we are is we essentially say, hey, there's the Internet of Things, and it can be so inspiring, but I think distracting at the same time. What we do is we actually take information about a car's behavioral data. So really think of it as like, there's a lot of companies today that make the Fitbit for your car. So if you want to find out your car's health, you can go down to Best Buy, buy one of these devices, pop it into your car's port, and then you get information.
ODD port.
Yeah, exactly. Which stands for onboard diagnostic. So OBD. Like if people hear that and go, what does that mean? OBD. So it's an OBD port. It's existed since 1996. So the big question I get from people is, why today? Like, why is this a thing today when it wasn't for the last 20 years? Because it could have been. And it's data. So data streaming is a lot easier today and cheaper than it was in 96.
Right.
Kind of think of the dynamics there in the data world.
And there's this, I mean, people go to the Apple store or whatever, they have that automatic, which actually launched at the Launch Festival, I don't know, 4 years ago.
I think.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
It may have been 3. But they launched that automatic, which was you just plug it in to the ODB, and I guess it syncs to your phone by Bluetooth.
Yes. Yep.
So it doesn't need to have its own Wi-Fi or LTE connection that you pay a monthly fee on.
Correct.
It just connects to your smartphone, which
Exactly.
really, if there wasn't a smartphone, there wouldn't be these ODB.
Correct.
What do you call it, a dongle?
Dongle. I mean, the names get kind of goofy. So yeah, the dongle is one of them.
Yeah.
Unit, people will call it that too. Whatever it is, basically a thumb drive for a car.
So you don't make that, you just buy that from other people.
Yes.
What do you do once that's plugged in? Who's your customer?
My customer is the dealership. And so that's, when you think about the world and technology, I think the U.S. vehicle franchise dealer specifically, franchise dealer is anyone that can sell a new car, whatever brand it is. They're the only folks in the country that have the authority to sell that car. A used car dealership called an independent dealership can't sell you a new car of whatever brand. They have to get a license for everyone. So that's our customer. And the reason they're our customer is because they're a really large group. They control roughly half of the $150 billion U.S. Parts and service economy in the U.S. I already said that. But the point is, no one's really thinking about solving problems for them for whatever reason. And I think maybe it's because a lot of us consumers, when you think about your relationship with your dealership, it might not be the most positive one. So when you're...
Yeah, it's kind of the worst experience in the world. Is,
Yes.
You know, for my money, has been, I think, some of the worst moments of my life were walking onto the car lot and having to deal with a car salesperson.
Yes, yes.
That's why buying a Tesla is so nice. You just order it online and then you configure it and then they just drop it off.
Oh, no, it's beautiful.
No negotiation, no haggling.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's certainly happening. The world is kind of shifting more toward that, it's true price or one price, or on the sales side of the house. On the service side of the house, which is where we're innovating, is really where most dealerships make their business. 40 to 50% of their margin comes from service. But again, there aren't innovations, there isn't technology. And certainly if you walk into any dealership and you say, hey, how do you know when your customer's having an issue with their car? The answer is, well, we don't. We can guess based on how long it's been since they brought their car in. But end of the day, they're resorting to classic marketing campaigns, like most of the time paper flyers. And you've seen it, like you've gotten the, hey, Jason, come in for $19.99, maybe not with your Teslas, but if you have other cars, you've seen those. And so that's really how, the information era has really disrupted almost every industry, including automotive, but again, on the sales side, on the inventory side, not on the service side. And that's where we step in. So to put it succinctly, CarForce connects the car back to the dealership when the customer's at a point of need.
Hey everybody, I'm really excited about our latest partner here on This Week in Startups. It's AdRoll, and they do retargeting. What is retargeting? You know when you visit a website and then you see the same ads over and over again as you travel through the web on different websites? That's retargeting. It happens to be wildly efficient for startups and big companies alike. Why? Because most people are window shoppers and they don't make a purchasing decision or sign up for your email newsletter or download your application on the first try. Of course not. Just think about it. You have to see something 2, 3, 4, 5 times times, and then you go, oh yeah, I wanted to buy that. Oh yeah, I wanted to download that app. Oh yeah, I wanted to put my email into that newsletter and sign up. So if you know that visitors don't convert on the first try, then you need to try AdRoll. Go to adroll.com/twist and you'll get a $100 credit, and you'll learn about what retargeting is. And listen, I know about retargeting because we use it for our events now. If you come to one of our websites, we tell you about the launch festival for the next 2 or 3 months, and it really works. Companies like Pantheon and Dr. Martens and thousands of other emerging businesses are using it, including James Heller, who went through the launch incubator. He's from Rapify, and what he said was amazing. AdRoll is an integral part of our customer acquisition strategy, how they get customers in the door, because it allows them to continue to garner impressions long after the initial customer interaction. It's also one of the most cost-effective ways to bolster any integrated marketing strategy. AdRoll is the best retargeting platform, period. That's according to James Heller, the founder of Rapify, which came to our incubator and raised a lot of money and did very well for themselves. Now, AdRoll uses machine learning and data science so that you're bidding on ads quickly and efficiently. That means your budget is going to go much further. There's no wasted ad spend, and it's so easy to use. They have 24/7 support, and they access all the major ad exchanges, including Facebook and Google, as you would expect. So you're going to reach your customers across all devices, all browsers, and all apps with AdRoll. Once again, please go to adroll.com/twist and try it out. You'll get a $100 credit, which is incredibly generous. They're doing that for the startups who listen to this program. Adroll.com/twist, adroll.com/twist, and go ahead and say thank you and welcome to the This Week in Startups family to AdRoll. Okay, let's get back to this amazing episode.